And what we need to do is we're just going to look at adding blog post first. So if you come up here, you can add pages, and what we're going to have to do is add a new page, a blog post. Click on this and we get two options, and we're going to choose the second option, which is blog post. We then click on that and we'll have a think, and what it does is it forces us into this form. I suggest you should type this all up in advance in some sort of text editor, Word, or actually not Word. Notepad is probably better because we don't want it formatted. So we're just going to say test post 1. Now this is the intro description which goes in the sidebar of the page list. It's the abbreviated description. So I think, oh no, I've got code in there. Let me just get, sorry. So what you need to do is you get a basic pre-description, probably your first sentence or something like that, and we'll whack that in here. That's too long. I would suggest you probably need something about that long. No more than that. Now meta title, this is what shows on Google, the page title. You can generally keep it the same as the page name. It provides an option. Meta description is the bit in Google beneath the title, where it has the page name. This you might want to be different to the description, and the important thing is that this field is filled because it's good for your SEO. So were it not shown here, it wouldn't be filled. The public date and time, you can't actually time delay when these posts are posted, so this just shows when you've posted it. So you might want to backdate a post, for instance, and show that it gone up on a date if you missed something. Choose file for thumbnail. So hopefully you've got something ready. You know how to use the file manager already. If we click here, it's going to just pull up the file manager. I'm in fact going to bring in a new image, which is one of yours, but I put as the test image. Now the blog is responsive and you can choose most sizes, but try and make sure it's below 800 pixels wide. It'll then rejig to fit, so it's elastic. Now what we want to do is we're going to add this to blog images, file sets, blog images, otherwise the whole thing will start becoming a mess. And so it's good to file everything under here, and I would suggest it's also good to name in advance, although I've typoed here, your file name, so when you upload them and they're titled automatically from that, it doesn't all become a mess of random images. I'm going to choose that file and I'll put it in, and it's just one of the Power of the Tongue images. And then in content, I'm just going to paste in some lips and text, but you can put it in, links, all of that gubbins here. Now at the bottom, you can either publish it to make it live straight away, and that's the easiest option and the one that generally works best. However, if you decided you're going to save this and come back to it at a later time, which you can do, we can go save and exit. And that saves it into the content management system, but it doesn't publish it. The final option, you can get rid of everything you've done. Edit mode, not really sure, not necessarily worth doing it. So publish is the obvious one. I'm therefore going to show you save and exit just so you can see what would happen. So save and exit, fine. It's having a think, it will publish. Now, if we go to the blog, there's another test post, by the way, that I've done, so we can ignore that for the minute. But the post we've just done isn't showing. What we can see is up here, we go here, we've got page drafts, test post 1, which is the one we've just done at 11 o'clock. And so we're going to click on that. And this is it. And what we're simply going to do is come up here, top left, and we could edit it if we wanted. Again, if we changed our minds, or we can just publish it here. And so to make it live, we can just click publish page. And there we go. Now you may notice the formatting looks slightly different once it's published. So here in our menu, we've got the test post 1, the one we've just done. That's the title, the time it's gone live, and the description. There you go, and that's your image. And if we come back to the blog, There we go. Now I'll sort out this formatting. It needs a bit of spacing. I couldn't really see that until we had multiple blog posts, so that's fine. And what it does is it accommodates, the images are trying to be as flexible as possible. The reason the Cori one is there is because it's actually very small, and so it can't be expanded anymore. Its natural width is only up to there. That's why it doesn't look so good. Now, should you want to then delete the posts, if we come up to our page list here, we can look at our sitemap in a number of places, but here we go. And we've got both of our new test posts, and I would just click on these. And I could come in, there are multiple ways of doing this actually. Edit this page. Sorry. Actually, sorry. I would, the easiest way to do this, ignore what I've just done, is go up here, sitemap. We go to our sitemap. This is what shows you all of the pages on your website, and you can just see your blog here. And you just click on test post 1 and you go delete, or test post here and you go delete. It'll have a little think and it will remove them, and hey presto, they're gone from your website. I'm going to keep them just for the moment so I can check the formatting. Then we had 2 other new sections. Event solutions. It's fairly self-evident. I'm not sure, it looks like you may have been in here already, so that is fine. You seem to know how to work that. You've got your YouTube video and you've just got a basic content block you can edit as ever. Formatting is standard, and you can see the heading is in heading 1, which is good for SEO, and then a horizontal ruler underneath that. So we'll cancel, we'll leave all of that alone. And the interviews, there we go. Yeah, so this is a layout. Just put this into an edit mode. What I've done is we've got a layout of 6 blocks, each called interview 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corresponding, and each has a video in it, and then beneath a content block. And that's simply typed text with a hyperlink, because there was no consistency, which is fine, but between which links we had in there. So you can simply put as much text or as little. And the point about having this grid is it all compacts nicely. So were you to wish to change a video, you can simply change out the URL here, and then the settings are kind of standard. And that should be it. Okay.